Welcome to Beer Disciples. I'm Ross Quintana, and this is Good Night. Good Night, an Imperial Red from Oskar Blues. It's an interesting little backstory to this beer. This beer is actually a tribute to a craft brewer who died. He was also a helicopter pilot who died in 2002 putting out a fire. And he was actually putting out the fire right over by Lyons, Colorado, where Oskar Blues Brewing is located. So the owner, or the founder of Oskar Blues knew him, and he did a tribute to him with this beer, which is it's categorized as an Imperial Red, although it's kind of in between a strong ale and an Imperial IPA. So there isn't a category actually on. I think it's RateBeer for Imperial Red. So it was put in the Imperial IPA. Anyway, the brewer on this is Oskar Blues Brewery, founded in 2002 by Dale Catch. I don't know if it's Catchis or Catachis. I don't know him, so hopefully I'm not butchering your name. But if you're listening and you're bothered by me mispronouncing your name, I will bring up one of my own pet peeves for this brewer, which is list the ingredients on your website. You know, most craft, you know, they were innovative in putting craft brew into a can, but where they lack is if you try and find out the ingredients and the malts and things like that. Their website doesn't have much information. You pretty much can't find it. So that's one of my pet peeves for all craft brewers, is that you need to, at a minimum, put the ingredients on your website, if not on your can, because craft brew drinkers care about what's inside. So some top beers in this category, which is really the category of Imperial IPA, are Russian River, Pliny the Elder, or the Younger. I think the Younger is rated higher. And then Three Floyds Dreadnought. The ABVs on this particular one is 8.7. IBUs I have at 85. I've also seen on some websites it says 60. So again, not really clarified on their website. The malts, it says 6 different malts. I was able to track down that we know one of them is chocolate malt. But the rest is very vague on their website. Hops, again, they just say 3 types of hops. It does say that it's dry hopped with Amarillo hops. Suggested serving temp between 45 and 50. Their description is our Velvet M80 is a hefty dry hop double red ale with a nose full of aroma, sticky mouthfeel, a malty middle, and an unctuous hop flavor. And if you're like me, I had to look that word up to see what the heck they were talking about. Anyway, RateBeer has this as a 99 overall and 95 for the style out of 1,130 ratings. And BeerAdvocate has this as an A- out of 1,025. So let's crack this baby open. As far as the street cred on it, it does have some awards. Gold medal in 2010 and 8 in the World Beer Championships. Bronze 2008 World Beer Cup, and top 5 extreme beers from the New York Times. So anyway, let's take a look at this pour here. Nice. Look at that. Look at that slow migration. It was like a scant of wildebeest going across the Great Plains. No, it definitely had some good action. I can tell right now by pouring this. Number one, it is a gorgeous and a beautiful beer. I don't know if you can get a good glimpse on that or if I'm too close, but that is pretty impressive. I gotta say, it's got a beautiful, hazy, cloudy, reddish and golden hue to it. It's really a good-looking beer. Reminds me a little bit of Ruth, the way it looks in the glass, from A Hair of the Dog. but a lot of times I can tell by looking at the beer the quality that's going to be inside, and this one looks pretty interesting. You can see how sticky the lacing is already. It's sticking right there. Kind of a soapy lacing, but we're getting some sticking there. Definitely looks like it's going to be quality in the glass. Beautiful. So I'm going to say on appearance, boy, that's a 4 or 5 for me. I mean, that is pretty impressive. Let's go to smell. Oh, well, that is nice. I was expecting it, some of the reviews I read and reading about it, I was expecting it to be a little bit more hoppy and piney. Man, that's got a sweet, that's one of the few times, you know, people talk about mango and all this. This is one of the few times I've actually smelt it. And I'm getting that almost, that like sweet mango. It almost smells like strawberries, like ripe strawberries, or like strawberry jam. Boy, that is pretty good. You know, you're getting a little hop profile and the sweetness. Man, that's impressive. I'm going to go a 4 or 5 on that smell because that's really impressive. Let's check out the taste. Wow. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting that much from this beer. And I'll tell you right now, this is really good. You get a big hop, well, it's just really balanced. What I haven't found in a lot of these, especially in the Imperial, when you get IPAs, anything, is a very balanced beer, but also well made to where you feel like there's a lot of ingredients. This, you get a big profile. I mean, it hits you with some of that. It almost goes, you know, hoppy and grapefruit. It's got a refreshing malt body that goes over the top. I mean, if there's 6 different malts, you can tell because it's getting a great amount of balance. And it keeps those hops in check. And the finish is really good. I mean, that's impressive. For being as hoppy, you can tell this is really hoppy at 85 IBUs. That's pretty solid. But it's masked so well in the malt that taste for me, boy, I'll tell you what, I got to give it a 5 for taste. That's impressive. Mouthfeel. Mouthfeel is, it's pretty solid. I'm going to go with a 4 on mouthfeel. I'm not seeing a lot of different things going on because it's so well balanced. I'm not getting like some beers you get stages of stuff. Like it starts out sweet, then the hops hit you on the outside, then you hit you know, the drying. I'm not getting all that complexity in the mouthfeel here. It's pretty solid, but it's a medium body mouthfeel, a little bit of drying. So I'm going to give it a 4. It's good, but it's just not kind of separated like a lot of them are. So drinkability. Man, that's impressive. Drinkability for this type of beer, I got to go 5. I mean, I knew this was going to be hoppy going in. And, you know, sometimes that can bring down the drinkability depending on how crazy they get. But this is totally drinkable. This is a solid, well-balanced beer. My rating on this is going to be easily an A-. This is impressive. I'll also go out of 100. I'm going to go with a 96 on this. Once again, Oskar Blues impressing me right out of the can. I mean, this is good stuff. It tastes as good as it looks. I would definitely recommend that. If you see that, pick that up. You know, I passed it over a lot of times. I saw it. I just never picked it up. And now, you know, I'm kicking myself for not doing that. Yeah, some of the other Beer Geek Nation did a nice review on this. He always does a great job, Chris, over there. And Hoggy's Beer Reviews also did one, and not too bad. First review I saw of his. But some top local options for you if you like this style, and really more this is under the style of Imperial IPA, is Dogfish Head 90-minute IPA. That's 9th on RateBeer and 26th on BeerAdvocate. Stone Ruination, which I haven't tried yet, but I will be reviewing, is 10 on RateBeer, 23rd on BeerAdvocate as far as overall. And then Lagunitas Hop Stupid, which is 21st on RateBeer, which I had, which was really good and surprising. But this is really impressive. So I definitely say if you see this at the store, pick it up. You won't go wrong with this. I will have this again. Anything that bridges over to the A- or above category for me is something that's really a standout beer. So anyway, you can join the conversation on Facebook by going to facebook.com/BeerDisciples and let us know what you think. Share your beers. You can share reviews if you do video reviews, whatever you want. Beer is social, so we like to interact. If you have a suggestion for us, you can email us at thebeerdisciples@gmail.com, and you want to do beer trades, beer mail, you're in the area in eastern Washington or Idaho, you can skip by Spokane here and bring a beer, and we'll review it with you online if you want to join us. We'd be happy to have you. Anyway, I just appreciate all of your comments and views of our reviews, and hopefully we're taking the guesswork out of some of these beers. If you see them, ones you know you can avoid, and other ones you probably should pick up. So I'll say until next time, cheers.